Ikari is the Japanese word for hatred, anger, fury. And the truth is that what happens in this game that was released for Amstrad CPC by Elite Systems in 1987 is not very calm and loving. In a time where movies like Rambo, Commando, Predator, Platoon and others with a similar theme like Bullets and Jungle were a big part of the mainstream entertainment, it was expected for the video game industry to be at least a bit affected. Ikari Warriors was part of this wave. In the game you have one or two half-naked commandos. Their names differ from area to area, let's call them Tom and Jerry in this review, who move from bottom to top and fight various soldiers who unsurprisingly fight back in many cases, although most of the times they seem to be focused elsewhere. And not rarely they will blow each other up much to your convenience. That's good, because if they had average intelligence, they would just start shooting at you all at once and the game wouldn't last very long. On the way to rescue the colonel, which is the objective of the game, besides the individuals who shoot at you bullets, grenades and rockets, you will also meet tanks, helicopters, shooting bunkers, as well as some big faces made of stone that shoot bullets. The answer to those are respectively grenades, 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 and yes, you guessed it, rat poison. No, I'm just joking, it's still grenades. Anyway, that's all you have with you. A limited amount of bullets and grenades that you will need to refill with power-ups that you get when you blow up buildings or when you kill those soldiers that are dressed in green. You can also ride some tanks yourself. Just step over them and keep the fire button pressed for a second. This will make your life easier since you will be able to step on soldiers and you'll be immune to bullets. But unfortunately you cannot enter the water when you're in a tank, but you still have to take care of the fuel and be careful not to get in the way of a grenade. But anyway, you didn't want to Gandalf seagulls now, did you? Something very cool that not many games have is the toggle function. With a simple button, you can stick your soldier facing towards one direction while you move anywhere else. Instead of shooting where you're going, like this, many directions! Many directions! You shoot where you want, like this. One direction! One direction! That's useful when you want to get away from a helicopter, but at the same time you feel like keeping throwing grenades at it. Ratings time! Come on, let's do this! Graphics 3. Even though it's not very easy to work on details, at least we can distinguish what is what and who is who, and this works nicely. The helicopters are nicely drawn, even though they are terrifying. Sound, a big juicy 5, my absolute favorite game soundtrack ever, and besides that there are many satisfying sounds for the possibilities of the CPC, but the soundtrack is plain awesome! Gameplay 3, it's fun, it gets you busy, it's not repeated, something very important and rare in this kind of games. But sometimes you just have to be lucky in order not to get in the way of an enemy who suddenly realizes that, hey, we're supposed to kill that one, and starts throwing all his grenades at you. Still, not bad at all, even better with 2 players. General experience 4. No matter what, if you're a fan of shoot-em-up games and an owner of a CPC or an emulator with some games, Ikari Warriors won't let you down. Plus, you'll get the great soundtrack to get you psyched for some slaughter. Overall, it's a 375, a fun game that was enormously successful in the late 80s, and not just because of the pop culture's obsession with machine guns and shiny biceps. This is the end of the 5th video, and I will see you on the 6th one.